Have you ever felt overwhelmed by constant mental chatter? Maybe it feels impossible to quiet your mind. Well, what if ancient yogic philosophy could put your mind at ease and guide you to inner peace? Today, we're exploring the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, a guide to calming the mind and finding balance. Stay tuned because these teachings could transform your life. I know that they've really transformed mine. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Crystal Gray, and in this video, I'll share 10 profound teachings from the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali that can lead us toward peace and self-discovery. As we go through, please let me know in the comments which one resonates with you most at this time in your life. All right, let's get started. Number 1, Atta Yoga Anushasanam. Say it with me. Atta Yoga Anushasanam. Patanjali begins the Yoga Sutras with Atta Yoga Anushasanam, meaning now the practice of yoga begins. This opening statement invites us to be present and ready for the journey or the practice of yoga. It's a call to embrace the teachings with an open heart and mind. With this readiness, we move to the core definition of yoga, which brings us to number 2 on our list, Chitta Vritti Nirodha. Yeah, say it with me. Chitta Vritti Nirodha. Good job. Patanjali defines yoga as Chitta Vritti Nirodha, or the cessation or stopping of mental fluctuations or constant changes. Think of it like this. Our minds can often be like a stormy sea, very restless and chaotic. Yoga aims to calm these waves, bringing clarity and stillness so that your mind can resemble something more like a serene, reflective lake. But the real question is, how do we maintain this calm when we're constantly bombarded with external noise? Let's explore the practices that help us get to and stay in that place. Number 3, Abhyasa and Vairagya. 2 fundamental practices are Abhyasa, consistent effort, and Vairagya, non-attachment. Imagine tending a garden, watering and nurturing it without obsessing over when it will bloom. Abhyasa is our regular practice, while Vairagya teaches us to let go of attachment to specific outcomes. That's the hard part, right? As humans, we have limited minds. We often can't really see what it is that we truly need. I try to have faith and know that the universe is bringing me to exactly where I'm meant to be and at exactly the right pace for my soul. That is definitely a practice, and I'm not always perfect at it, but I'm always getting better. With this mindset, we can more easily follow the structured path that Patanjali outlines, which is, number 4, Ashtanga Yoga. Patanjali describes Ashtanga Yoga as the 8 limbs of yoga, as a comprehensive path. However, in our modern world, most people simply think of Ashtanga Yoga as a style of yoga class. While it's that too, it's so much more. The 8 limbs of yoga cover ethical behavior, personal discipline, physical postures, breath control, sense withdrawal, concentration, meditation, and ultimate bliss. Each limb supports our journey toward balance and enlightenment. And each limb builds upon the one before, leading to the final outcome, which is moksha, or liberation, or freedom. In the context of yoga, moksha refers to liberation from the cycle of birth and rebirth, which is called samsara, and the realization of the self's true nature, which is union with the universal consciousness or the divine. Let's start with the first limb of the 8 limbs of Ashtanga Yoga, focusing on how we interact with others, the yamas. The yamas are ethical principles like nonviolence, truthfulness, and non-possessiveness. They are focused outward, how we react with the external world. And as such, practicing these fosters harmony in our relationships and lays a foundation for inner peace. After establishing our external conduct, then we can turn inward. It's important to follow these steps in order because, like I mentioned earlier, each one prepares us for the next and makes each step that much easier. Number 6, niyamas. The niyamas involve the self-discipline and spiritual observances, so they're more inwardly focused and contain practices such as purity and contentment. These practices help refine our inner life, supporting our personal growth and self-awareness. With these personal practices in place, it's easier to turn our attention inward and manage the distractions from the outside world. Number 7, pratyahara. Pratyahara is withdrawing our senses from external distractions to turn inward. Think of it like a turtle retreating into its shell. This helps us connect deeply with our inner world, and in this modern age is definitely needed, though most people rarely do it. For example, how normal is it for people to pick up their phone as soon as they have a free moment? Say at a stoplight or when there's a commercial on TV. What would happen if we just sat there? If we stopped the stream of so much incoming information? I heard something recently, and don't quote me on the exact numbers, but it was mind-boggling. Think about it. Back in the 1950s, we were exposed to way less information, about the equivalent of 1 to maybe 3 newspapers worth of information a day, right? Now it's estimated that we consume around the equivalent of 174 newspapers worth of information every day. So let that think in. The numbers might not be exactly right, but it's astronomically much more. So we need to withdraw, come into ourselves, stop the overwhelming flow of information, give our minds a chance to just be, to rest, to unplug. From here, we can develop our ability to concentrate. It's almost impossible to do that when you're never unplugging from outside stimulation. See how these are working to build upon one another? Number 8, dharana. Dharana involves focusing the mind on one point, sharpening our mental faculties and preparing us for deeper meditation, much like using a magnifying glass to concentrate sunlight. This is the 6th limb of yoga and refers to concentration or focused attention. In dharana, the practitioner chooses an object of focus, such as a mantra, breath, or a visual object, and concentrates the mind on it. The aim here is to fix the mind steadily on one point or task, helping to reduce distractions. It's the initial step of training the mind to be steady and undistracted, which prepares us for number 9, dhyana. Dhyana or meditation is a state of uninterrupted focus and awareness. It allows us to immerse ourselves fully in the present moment, deepening our understanding and bringing profound calmness. This is the 7th limb of yoga. While the previous limb, dharana, involves focused concentration, dhyana is the uninterrupted flow of concentration. It's a deep, meditative absorption where the focus becomes effortless and the practitioner enters a state of profound calm and connection with the object of meditation. Finally, we reach number 10, where we aim for the ultimate state of yoga, or samadhi. Samadhi is the state of blissful absorption into universal consciousness, where the ego dissolves, where we're all one. It's the pinnacle of spiritual practice, where we experience pure bliss and reach a state of moksha or freedom. Whew, that was a lot, but hopefully it made the teachings from the Yoga Sutras, some of the teachings, make a lot more sense and way more tangible for you in your life at this time. So which teaching resonated with you most? Let me know in the comments, and if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe so that you can join me in future explorations of ancient wisdom. And I'll see you next time. Bye.